Welcome to Gun Rollin, where we all use our degree to play some D&D. Enjoy our shenanigans, but first, roll the intro. Welcome back. Alright, I'm gonna ask a question to chat real quick. I'm gonna ask a question to chat, and that is, how's the music, guys? How's the music? I need input. How's the music? How we doing? Anyway, as you guys are inputting your comments below me, actually in the thing, it's right here. Yeah, there it is. There. Alright, back to the session. Let's see. Recap. Okay, so last time on Heart of the Forge, it was Eloquence the 8th. You guys stopped right outside of the city of Kirvan. Dude, what's good? Oh, sounds good? Awesome. Alright. Stopped outside of Kirvan to spend the night. It wasn't worth the 2 hours driving in at 2 a.m. to get to the city. Just trust me. And you guys... I'll trust me. But you guys set up a watch order. Kyrna was asleep the entire time. Welcome back, Ryan.
I'm here today.
I know. We didn't acknowledge you.
Up there for some reason, and not at the camera. I need to look at the camera at the right place.
It was in our old studios.
Yeah, it was like up there.
It was in the old studio. I'm like, hey everyone. Looking directly at the camera.
Oh gosh. But anyways, you guys had quite the time with Philo. Well, specifically Philo had quite the time. Philo had a dream sequence. 2, actually. She was treated to 2.
Wow.
She learned a bit more about herself. Would you like to enlighten us as to what happened?
Do you want me to say what
Yes.
I said earlier?
Yes.
So, apparently, she has a dragon inside of her, who apparently is also...
2 dragons inside you.
What?
2 dragons inside
you. So, not only is this dragon inside of her, but is also the father of her sister's son, who is an egg that she's now carrying.
It's an external one.
Not like, you know.
She's not as...
I can't remember exactly what I said the last time, so I came up with a different one.
She's not Eggman.
Eggman?
Eggman?
Oh my god!
I hate that.
No,
That's not
no.
the word I need to know.
No, sorry. The man inside of her is the father of her sister's son.
Who's not her husband.
He's not her husband.
And he's
he's one of 10 parents.
He's one of 10 parents. That's what...
Roll the dice on who those parents are.
Listen, I had
know
to
who they
ask. I remember, I
mean,
had to ask.
you haven't said.
We know a few of them.
You know, they know a few of them. We
If
did
we
learn
did
a
ask,
few of them.
we did ask if it was Luca. It was not. We asked if it was her Yavin. It also possibly was not. It's not Eric either. And apparently they really hate Lorana.
What? Who really hates Lorana?
The child.
Child.
The kid says.
So Lorana's
He
also not
has
involved.
generational beef with Lorana.
Yeah.
Then our
Generational. The child has generational beef.
They're not even born
Came
in
out of
beef.
the not even out of the womb yet.
In the egg.
Still in the egg, hating Lorana. That's a true hater.
He is a true hater. Anyway, you did learn again the 10 creators of Soren. The working name for him right now is Soren, which was chosen by your sister. Working title. You also learned, these are 2 other very important things you guys learned. Each of Yavin, the king who is currently missing, his old party members do have an item that can teleport them to each other, but only once, and then the item gets destroyed. You guys learned that from you going into a memory of seeing Eric interact with Luca right before Eric disappeared.
Didn't say where he's going.
Didn't say where he's going,
But now we know.
I guess we don't know. You know.
yeah,
Yeah, because she hasn't told you guys that
She
yet.
knows anything.
that's true.
She did say some stuff.
Ow.
The
Everybody's
other
asleep.
And the other thing you guys did learn, which is important, or well, you learned, I'm pretty sure it was just, I info dumped to you a lot about the wildfire cult.
Hmm.
Yes, that you have heard about.
No, wait a minute. Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, wait a minute. Where, I was about to say Kaislin, wrong campaign.
Again?
I know.
Kaislin
Fallon.
is in every campaign now.
I mean, he is
Fallon.
here. He's just not visible. So
Yeah.
He's everywhere.
Fallon was able to recall that something related to a fire goddess, the only thing he could think of was in relation to the wildfire cult. The basis of that cult believes that there are 3 creation goddesses. I'll relay this for Ryan's knowledge and for y'all's.
Yes, thank you.
The cult believes that there was the first. One second. I have a. Here we go. Paragraph. The first creation, the wave of creation, was led by Jorkita, the mother of giants, and she failed with that, and her creations were then recycled. Her creations were too loud. This is kind of common knowledge for the giants were just too much.
Too loud.
They literally shook the planet itself. They were too powerful. The second was led by Lorana. She created the beings that are all of you guys are. She's known even to this day as the goddess of life, the breath giver. However, they believe that there was to be a third creation wave, and that was to be led by the mother of flame, the flame mother. They don't have an actual name for her, as the same as Jorkita or Lorana. They just call her the flame mother. And they also believe that life would be indestructible, and it would be made of light. So they strongly believe in that one goddess was essentially supposed to bring about third wave creation. She died. They want to bring her back. Pretty simple, cut and dry.
And they're sacrificing people, which is a no-no.
Yeah, they do sacrifice people.
Yeah,
Human sacrifice,
they
not just.
just want to get recycled, I guess.
Yeah. Pretty cut and dry, but
Get recycled.
Get recycled.
pretty much. So anyway, now that we're all caught up. What are you doing? What are you
Flames.
the side of my face? I love the Clue movie. I think it's pretty common knowledge that we love the Clue movie.
Yeah, we.
Heaping breath.
I think that was kind of obvious by our Halloween episode.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're back into it. It is the end of a watch, of all the watches. It is now Eloquence the 9th. So, you can write that down.
I think
that
you forced Halo to go back
See,
to
there's still the-
bed,
This
didn't
morning
you?
the
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so morning of the
So
8th.
And I
she's
kept
still probably napping for a little bit.
Mhm.
I love that so far. Karen sleeps a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we're
You
on
eat
a
and
long
you
road
sleep.
trip.
You're the driver.
She's
You
the
Karen
only
is the
one with
driver.
the driver's
Yeah.
license. She gets her naps in.
Oh, you're
Wait, who drove the cart?
You
We
did.
just
You
slept.
Yeah, you guys just slept.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're just now
okay.
waking up.
No, you said I was asleep the entire last episode. I was like, who's
Sleep at
driving the
wheel.
cart?
No.
All of it was basically just Philo info dump. Also getting to know new lady who has crush on.
Is that her
Oh,
only character
I
trait?
forgot.
About Lula?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, Lula's
Oh, I
here.
forgot about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lula is still with you guys. She is a human wizard that studied across the sea in Velstia at the Academy of.
How pissed is Luca gonna be whenever he sees Philo still asleep? Because she was supposed to be keeping watch over you and what's her name? Lula.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm giving watch because Lula was gonna take a watch, then I didn't wake her up.
No, yeah, we purposely didn't wake her up, but
Good.
still. How pissed are you gonna be when you see Philo asleep?
Well, it's likely that one's gonna be in between the two camps, looking over both.
True.
Wow, that was such a great, uninterrupted trance I had. Oh.
So it is the morning. You guys all wake up. Lula is still. She takes her second to get up, and she. I'm supposed to watch. Oh no!
And you didn't
What time is it?
morning?
Philo's still conked out.
But you guys probably can't
Oh,
see if
no.
you're still in like
Yeah.
an area. We're like still way across the ways.
Talon! Were you keeping watch the last...
I was, yeah.
Oh, good, okay.
And you would probably see that Talon has not quite bags, but he does look like he's a little bit tired.
Oh, bud. Didn't get nearly as
Why
good fucking
don't
sleep.
you pack up your stuff, Lula? I'm gonna walk over there. I lift up her blanket.
Just sprawled out.
Seal.
Yeah, she's still still.
You would notice that her hands are not webbed,
Unlike usual.
unlike usual.
Grab her hand.
It
They're
is.
normal, just normal hands.
Let them sleep.
What?
They had interaction with the orb.
Curl back up.
Or a blanket. And that half transformed?
I'm not quite sure. It's... I really don't know. They had trouble breathing for a while.
What?
There was something to do with a dragon.
What?
I
And you
couldn't really
didn't
see.
wake anybody up?
It passed pretty quickly. As he said, keep watch after that and let them sleep.
Okay. Right. So that's it. She just had trouble breathing because orb.
Trying to recall everything that did happen that night. 'Cause my mind's probably a little bit foggy from just staying up a little bit. So it was, I saw the seal form for the first time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You claim
Saw her panicking on the ground with unable to breathe, dragon looming over her in seal form, seal starry form,
seal starry form.
and just panicking.
And the dragon itself wasn't a three-dimensional dragon in the sense of a dragon. It was
A picture.
It was like a picture. It was a constellation 2D kind of plane, and each of its joints, its eyes, wherever it could bend, or what makes it definable, had very clear stars in it. So it did look like a living constellation.
Now, what did you end up telling me from the vision or the dream that you had? I know you mentioned the fiery woman because I was
Yeah.
able to identify the flame mother.
It was mostly that, and there's a dragon inside her. That's the 95% of what you got from it, I think, is because she was mostly babbling at that point.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a little bit hard to follow what they were saying for a while, but what I did get is that there was, while they were having trouble breathing, a flat, starry dragon kind of looming over them. Eventually just kind of
What?
disappeared. They mentioned in the orb vision a fiery woman, which I think might be related to a cult of the wildfire cult, which at least I heard back in the city.
Her mostly was freaking out about the constellations in the skies changing.
They said that there was a dragon inside them. They emphasized that. Not exactly sure what that means. They said they saw the stars themselves shift. I
That's new.
think they might have just been just like they saw. But
Yeah.
that's about what I got.
spread the lump under the blanket.
Yeah, just one blanket.
Right. Okay.
She does like sleepily touch her nose. Is it still a seal nose?
Yes.
She groans and kind of just curls in more on herself.
Is Karina fine? Did they have any dreams or anything?
From what I can tell,
They're snapping.
Good for them.
Did you say anything about corn chip?
No.
Where is Gorgeon?
Coach has been around.
Just lands on the ground in front of you.
Why?
He lands on the clump of Hilo.
Why don't you wake up your mum?
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a wiggle under the lump when the bird lands on her.
4.
Oh.
Fine. I'll wake her up.
No, he coughs up. It's a little piece of coal.
What? Did you just make coal? What the fuck? Karina. Good morning.
Boy.
Did you sleep well?
The fuck am I? What's going on? Everything. Cow's okay?
Seemed like you did sleep well.
Right, well, Oh, excuse me.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning. God. What?
Corn chip coughing.
What accent was that?
You fell asleep for too long, your accent changed.
Who are you?
Kind of just pretends to have a British accent for like a quarter of the campaign and then goes back like nothing. Right, well, hi.
Hi. Again, good morning.
Good morning.
Apparently, Philo has some things to catch us up on.
Oh boy.
She wakes up. What's
Cool.
Lula doing? Is she still packing?
Yes.
Right. Philo. Philo, darling. What happened last night?
You just see a little peek of Seal Philo peek out of her blanket staring at you.
CeeLo.
Also, what the fuck is up with your hands again?
She just covers her herself back up in a blanket.
Give
What
them,
am I supposed to do? It's not going away.
Give it a bit more time.
You know, if you really don't want Lula to see you, just do your thing you do.
Thing they do.
I can change back.
Yeah, she can use a spell to at least cover it. How long does that last is the issue.
It's an hour.
How far are we from the city?
2 hours.
Ooh, that's gonna be kind of close.
Hey, you know, I don't think Lula will mind. You might want to save that for when we get into populated areas.
Alright.
Alright,
If you
Tito.
want to give it a few more minutes, you can, but if not, we probably need to move sooner or later.
What did you see last night? Lula's still packing.
Philo slowly sits up and lets the blanket fall off of her, and you do see now her hands not webbed, neither of them. And it looks almost like fingers coming up the side of her, like fingerprints from where it then turns back into fur. Like it looks like there's like slight small handprints where it ends, like her actual skin, and it becomes fur again. Her hair completely slick straight. and big, massive seal, like seal eyes that are completely black, and a little seal nose. Just staring. Mostly was waiting to see if you would react to that.
Right. Well,
So, orb.
It. What's a dragon?
Palin said something about a flat dragon.
I don't really know what to make of all of it myself. It was really weird. Oh, first things first. I could see into your memories with the kiddo, pointing to the work.
Like what?
We went back to where you were just getting out of the forest.
Oh!
I know where Eric is.
What? Where?
He's with Yavin.
Where?
Do you remember how they had those little things they could break that would teleport them to one of the other people that also have it that are in their group?
Do I remember?
Roll history for me.
12?
Yeah, you think you know. You think you know what she's talking about.
Yeah, maybe.
Wizard made it for them. It was a whole thing a while back, and
Right.
he broke it, and they had this rubber.
Why did he just say that?
I don't know.
Why do you have to be like such a prick about it?
It's Eric.
Yeah.
You guys know him as someone that acts first and then explains later.
Yeah.
He's one of those people.
It's kind of, you're not there to explain because you're in
So you were able
your
to
way around.
see into her memories.
Mm-hmm.
What was the thing with? Like, I know you mentioned it briefly with the fire woman and the biting.
Oh, so there was a So I think the dragon dragged me into a memory, but then I was also then dragged into the memory by the kid later on, because I got dragged into it twice. The first time, mind you, not doing great at that moment because I was having a hard time breathing. I was the dragon man himself, and the fire woman took a star from my hand and made it into a constellation. And then decided to then put it grow back the finger for me.
So, who bit who?
She bit me,
Oh.
but I was the man. And then I saw it from the outside perspective when the child brought me back into it. So it was a little weird. But then I kept seeing the vision, and then she tried to make a flower, and that didn't work, and then he turned that flower into the stars, into the sky, and then I realized they were making the constellations that are all over my body. So that was interesting. It was the seal and the flower. So there was that, and then the child kept trying to communicate to me. The man and the woman are both parents of the kiddo, as is my sister, but Yavin is not, you are not, and nor is Lorana.
Was that in question? What?
That's the fact that you held it for so long.
Luca, you are not the father.
It was more because of the issue of, like, you carrying
You might be
it
the
and everything.
father.
And just a lot of unknowns because the child couldn't name all of its parents. There's 10 of them.
Oh.
What?
Okay. Why there did?
So, we only know 3.
Who are the other ones?
Good question.
Great.
I do not know. Nor does the kid. He also doesn't know how to speak unless he's mimicking somebody else. Or pulling
I mean,
from
that's the
somebody's
most
memories.
direct communication it would seem that we've gotten so far. So.
No, yeah.
You
the kid actually spoke to me a few times, but they weren't able to say a lot.
Wow. I look over at the orb. Wow.
The kid was also the one who got rid of this by trying to mimic the fire lady, but could only do it wherever he was touching, and now it's not. No, nothing else is going right.
Huh.
So you actually saw the child.
Yes, but he, like the fire lady, was more just a silhouette of fire in person.
So like how we saw before, still.
Yes. But existing? He kept trying to communicate with me and was having a really hard time. He also couldn't leave that memory to go on to somewhere else. He kept banging. It almost felt like an invisible barrier for him. But we were able to get into your memories, so I don't know exactly how that works. But we weren't able to go
Well, I
on.
mean, did he use that as an old?
Yes, but also he's been able to pull from other memories. But he's not able to go further back into the forest. I tried to see, we couldn't.
Huh.
So we couldn't get it from you or from him. Also the constellation in the sky changed briefly. And
Well, I saw Colin said something.
before I changed into Seal. And it was at the same time that the Dragon Sky constellation guy was here, and I'm wondering if it briefly changed for a second because that dragon is inside of me and I think it might be a god.
I checked to make sure Lula's still far away.
They're right behind you. There's writing right in your ear.
Good morning.
Can you make a perception check for me?
They're gone.
If she was lower than a 16, Philo would see her and shut up, I will say.
Just hide it.
I think that was a 6. I think it's +1.
No, it was more like, do you catch her doing something?
Probably not.
No, you
Because
don't.
she's she's like 300 feet away.
Yeah. You see her, and for all you know, she's doing something with her stuff.
Not with needles, right?
You want to do a further investigation?
Sure.
Yeah, roll investigation for me this time.
Is there anything else
No.
major I'm forgetting from that?
Could be needles.
You can't.
She's probably shooting up it.
A faucet.
Is there anything I'm forgetting major from that? It's been a hot minute.
I think that's pretty much all the main takeaways. Other than, you would know this, that the child didn't appear to be in the memory initially. Like, he was not physically there.
No, yeah,
In that
it was we were watching one together. Like he wasn't there originally.
Yeah.
So, which she thinks that's very basic knowledge, so she's not gonna explain that part. Cause
No, we all think the child's there.
yeah, no, she doesn't think that.
No,
Because like for her, she was like, oh, well, the child wasn't like yes, the egg was there, but the child physically wasn't in the other vision. So that's and we've seen the child in visions where it's not. So she's like, the child isn't actually in the vision. It's fine.
And the egg was not there in the memory either. So,
Mhm.
it's not. I reiterate that they were, in any form, they were not present in the
No,
visions.
yeah.
There you go.
It's like seeing one of the memories that we've seen with like Fallon or I think that was the only one. Well, she's also been in her memories, but yeah. So it was a weird night. I don't know how to think of all of it. I really wanted to be transformed from this. Really bad right now.
Right, well,
I'm going a little crazy.
why don't we just start packing up
Would you
into the
like
car?
one of us to tell Ludo ahead of time to just give him a warning?
The orb, just for a brief moment, lights up, and a small little flick of flames bumps off of it and goes to the ground and just kind of, and then it goes back to being normal.
Huh? What happened to the spark?
It's just on the ground and it fizzled out.
Philo will just touch orb to see what's going on with child.
It was a little warm. It was warm as usual.
Right,
Oh,
well,
the orb
Odd.
turned blue.
blue.
Yes. It turned blue whenever weird things were going on.
Did I see the orb be blue?
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Oh, you did.
Alright, there was blue.
It's dragon sky.
Yeah, also,
Parents.
I think the dragon was one, trying to tell me things, and two, excited to see his kid.
Cool.
I do wonder if that means each of us have a god inside of us now.
What the? I'm
Why
gonna go
would
make sure
each of
Lula's
us
not shooting up or something. I'm
have a
leaving.
god in us?
Because each of us were branded by something?
Is Lula shooting up?
As far as I know, I ain't branded by anything.
Yes, you were.
Oh, damn it, come on.
I believe that mine is just a part of my clergy. I don't believe that Epican is inside me, if that's what you're insinuating.
Eberkin's a part of you.
Everkin is a part of you. He's in your heart.
I'm sure
No,
it's just
he's
a
literally
silent mark of the devout.
But the thing is it doesn't make sense for Luca what his mark is. So why does he have one?
You don't know.
And for what I know, you're not any kind of religious, are you?
No.
So why do you have one?
Well, I don't have one. My mom, most of my family worships Palomir, but I don't think it's related to that.
I just think it's a massive leap to assume that each of us have a god in us when the gods barely interact with themselves with us on this plane. It's just a large leap to assume.
The reason I question that is because why are we the ones getting dragged into this?
Sorry.
We were specifically sent on this quest, and we were dragged by literal prophecy into it.
No, that's crazy. It's almost like it's divine, like, intervention or some shit.
And it
That's
seems
crazy.
like this child has a lot of parents, and everything that it's interacted with so far has had a parent connected to it. So, therefore, I wonder, do all of us have connections to gods that are tied to this child? I don't know.
I think we all have a bunch of crazy people sitting in a room around a table that are controlling us.
Anyway.
I'm walking
thanks.
over to Lula. I left a second
Yeah.
ago.
Shout out to Julie, everybody.
Shout out
Shout
to
to Julie. Hi, Julie. Anyway, back to Luca. Back to Luca. It is a lot to unpack. Sorry, that was really funny.
I just looked down. I was like, oh wait.
Luca, you I guess while they were talking,
I
you go-
try to kind of sneak up a little bit so I can see if she's
Roll
doing
stealth for
something
me.
sketchy.
Two.
And
Nefarious.
Is she being sus? Does the
I'm
curse of
snooping.
Stuart touching your dice carry over?
No, 17.
I haven't touched them yet.
Ooh, man. Okay. You just got it. You just got it. So as you're sneaking, doing monk movements or whatever.
Movements, don't touch my dice. Give me the gun.
It's fake. It's fake. It's made out of cardboard
it
and
looks so
tinfoil.
real in,
No,
in
it
picture.
doesn't.
In picture it does, when you look from far away.
It is
Kinda funny.
tinfoil and cardboard.
It's tinfoil and cardboard.
Anyway,
Guys.
it's from our clue. Anyway, you notice as you don't know where she might have gotten this like you're kind of like looking at it from the back, and she has like what kind of rodent is that? Is that a rat? It seems to be some sort of small rodent. You kind of assume it might be like a rat or a squirrel or some. No, it's not a squirrel. It has two small tails. Probably a rat. And she is using some of the instruments from her bag, and you can see that she's casting some sort of spell. And in all of your arcane knowledge, what's your arcana modifier?
2.
Yeah, in all your super in-depth knowledge, you have no idea what the fuck this spell is. You don't know what spell this is, because there is a ring made out of a red liquid. And she is pulling this light blue kind of essence from this creature and bottling it.
Ma'am.
And she continues, she finishes up, it's full, and she puts it in the vial, and you notice that she has, you're like, whoa, that's crazy. You look over to the side where she's putting the vial in, there's 4 other ones that are full, and other carcasses.
You gotta wonder if it's just rats or...
And it's just various...
You see
Various creatures.
one other jar to the side. That's a bit bigger than the others. It has your name on it. And it's
I just go.
And it essentially turns into a dried creature. Yeah.
What the fuck?
She turns around. Hi.
What the fuck?
Good morning. What's up?
I don't know. What is up?
The sky?
What are you doing?
I know it looks bad. It's not. I do this every time I run out of.
Right, so then it's not bad.
Yes. So so just to clarify, these things were already dead. They're already dead. I didn't kill these things. And she holds up a squirrel by the tail.
a giant squirrel.
It just, they're already dead.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Right.
I have this spell that I made, and I need things to, the material components for spells. They're and I use the material component for the spell that I wrote, requires, carcasses.
Kaizen is writing.
That's all.
What's the...
It just scared me.
Blue.
Oh, that's the leftover vitality of a creature. Like all the blood and all that good stuff.
The soul juice.
Plasma. And I bottle it. And then to use
What
later.
spell requires the vitality of creatures?
Well, it's not very creative, and she opens up her spell book to a few pages, and again, this spell looks like nothing you've seen before, and she holds it open, and I want you to imagine, okay, have you ever seen, like, the stereotypical, like, teenage girl notes, like, in science class with, like, the fancy script and, like, little flowers and doodlies? Imagine that. Siphon vitality. And then essentially these magical runes all written, because all of her stuff is written like
Are they
this.
all color-coded?
Yeah, they're all color-coded, in different, like, inks and stuff. But in this, it is a spell, you've never heard of this before. Out of character, this is a homebrew spell. It is Siphon Vitality. And from what you can gather with your immense magical knowledge, it's exactly what she described.
Why? It's to do with it?
Drink it.
Well, in a pinch, howdy, in a pinch, someone who needs to cast magic sometimes runs out of the ability to. It gets too tiring. So instead of, needing to rest or something, you just pop one of these and it gives you enough vitality to cast more spells.
But when I said drink it, I was joking.
So, out of character, because I think this is cool. It's essentially you can take the life essence of a creature and then manifest it into a spell slot.
Right. I
Don't know this one.
I must say that is neat, but still creepy.
Oh.
Girl,
I was told it was creepy before. People just don't see the genius
that's
of it.
crazy.
The genius
Kaiser is
literally
losing his
sucking
shit.
the juice out of animals and just drinking it. And you're like, people don't understand the genie girl.
It's fucking terrifying, is what it is. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Kaiser's so happy right now. He's like, holy shit.
Wasn't
How's this lost to the
wasn't
ages?
the needles I was supposed to be afraid of.
But
I am
so don't worry.
almost packed.
Oh yeah, I already packed. And she points to like all of her stuff neatly folded and put in like off to the side, and then all that was out was release supplies. You guys sure do talk a lot, and as she does, she's so morbid. She's stacking the dried out animals into like a pile,
It's
all to
going
put
by-
off to the side.
It's going by like largest to smallest. We're
Oh
going
my god.
fox, cat,
Are you leaving
It's
them?
off to the side.
squirrel,
And then she's like
rat.
packing everything. You guys all talk a lot.
Are you just
It was really
leaving
easy to just walk out
the
and go grab this.
corpses
Well, yeah, I don't really.
stacked up?
Sorry, I'm making myself mad.
Like a road market.
Like the world's most cursed cairn.
Sorry.
Good?
Vacuum sealed creatures stacked like a burger.
Oh, you good?
burger.
Chips on the side of the road. That's crazy.
You know, I was more imagining like the astronaut food that was more like the freeze dried
freeze-dried.
like freeze dried rats.
Imagine you just pick one up and you bend it and it crunches like a chip. Just
You just
jerky.
jerky.
That's jerky for someone else. They're just leaving free jerky here.
So you're just gonna like arrange them strangely and leave them there?
You wanna make a
You know,
little
now
like,
that you
symbol in the dirt, just for fun. Freak
Put
out
them in
the
a
locals.
circle.
you know, that is kind of funny. I should
Draw
put
a
them in a
little
circle.
pentagram in that
Freak out the
circle.
next person that stays here.
That would be really freaky.
Yeah.
So we picked a good
Um,
campsite. Right. We're moving
The
on.
stock is still freaky, but why? Never mind. So we were talking a lot because Philo's having a little bit of a crisis right now.
A crisis.
I just wanted to tell you, don't like make a big deal out of it. She's a little freaked out right now.
Mind you, she is covered. She will just see her like have a blanket over her head as she's walking back and forth, helping pack up camp. She will notice there's a noticeable lack of fluff under the blanket, where her
Oh.
hair usually is, because she has fluffy long hair.
She cut her hair. Gets up. None
That-
that
that's
she's,
kinda crisis,
she's gonna
yes.
ignore what just happened. She's gonna compartmentalize that. The guy that she has a crush on did not approve.
Yeah.
I mean,
It ain't looking good,
Girl, I'm gonna be
folks.
so real. What did you think the reaction was gonna be here? It's you gotta assume that
Wow,
most
you're
of the
so
people.
cool.
Sometimes.
Next time, gotta make a bigger
You're
stack.
such a genius.
She's such a genius. Maybe if he was a wizard, he would understand
Yeah,
how genius it was.
I just don't understand her genius.
Actually, maybe it's a good idea this spell was lost to time. Imagine if Tesha found it.
Oh.
That's a funny idea. You remember how I described Lula? Anyway, so she's gonna keep going.
Now wait a minute.
I'm joking.
No, wait a minute.
Shut your mouth.
It's not
I was
touch her
her
mom.
mom.
It's not her mom. Anyway, so she gets up, packs. She has all of her stuff in a bag, and she puts it on the cart before going over to Philo.
Remember, what a big deal.
She looks at Philo, and
She just sees nose, big black eyes, just.
okay. Wow! You look so cute today. I love what you've done with your eyes
I'm like in the middle of packing my
and
things.
your hair.
I look over.
I will say, Philo does actually just start visibly going, like, trying not to laugh because she knows that this is weird and that she's trying so hard, but it's actually really funny to her. You know, no, it's not normal. She does see like as Philo's like loading things up, peaks of like her hair, the seal fur on her arms as well as she's putting things in
They
there.
might assume something, seeing how they see handprints all over.
Yeah, handprints on hand on.
Oh. So she doesn't see them?
No, she does. She sees the fur.
Which means I see the handprints.
It's not super. Like it's you'd see fingers, like the edges of fingers,
Mhm.
probably, because the kid was patting her.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd see like ridges along her where her fur was.
It is not normal, but
That is what I was saying. On the other side.
it's not bad, though.
No, I can swim faster right now.
What?
Yes,
Really?
yes.
She brings out her notebook.
Usually I also have webcams, but for some reason it was weird tonight.
Interesting. Do your transformations often happen at night?
They're random.
Define random.
Good question.
Is it more like a dice roll, or you pick at the beginning of the day?
Both.
What do you like to know?
I don't really think I have control over it. She doesn't. I do.
Interesting. Interesting.
Sometimes I can talk to plants, and sometimes it's more of a scary one, and sometimes I can swim fast.
Speak to plants. Could you describe that moment? And she's going to continue to ask you some questions.
You've opened a can of worms.
You've opened the can of worms.
You got the wizard curious, and that's
Yeah.
dangerous for you.
She dances around the dragon one mostly because she doesn't like that form. It scares her. But she'll openly talk about the seal one and the rose one.
Nice. All right.
All right, ladies, we're all packed up.
I think that's everything.
Sorry, just.
I'm probably going to not sit in the front of the cart today because I don't want anybody to risk seeing me until we get to the city.
Good idea. Do you want to sit in front?
Sure.
So I guess you're riding up here with me.
Yep.
I'm gonna find him in the chat. It's crazy.
Right. Well,
Okay.
all right. So let's just get going.
All right.
I'm gonna start. Hey, Lily. Good morning. Yeah.
The ear flick.
Nay.
Give her some pets.
Probably before we head off, I probably would have made 4 little things tea in the morning and just pass it out 4 ways.
Nice.
Alright, well, let's get going.
Nice. Is there anything you guys would like to talk about on the last 2 hours of the trip?
I'm assuming we were less talking Philo's ear off the entire time.
Magic.
So,
Magic's cool.
Lula,
Yes.
so are you just gonna kind of break off from us once we get to your house, or?
Oh, when we get to the gate, I figured I would just go.
Nice.
Oh, if you live there,
Mm.
then come with us again.
Oh, I just meant like nice. Cool, good plan.
If you ever run across us again by any chance, could you let me know if you find anything out that might be related to me? By any chance? Or
Of course.
thanks. Because I don't know what's wrong with myself. Sadly.
Oh, also, you know what? I'll ask you guys later.
Why?
I mean, we have like an hour left.
That's true. So what's up with the orb?
Huh?
You didn't really hide it too much. You just kind of carried it on your back.
True.
Not that I judge. I'm one to judge. Like, I'm not one to judge because of what I am. Anyway, point is, I felt something warm earlier. And I was like getting up here, like into the cart, and my hand kind of touched the thing in the bag, and I'm curious, and I kind of just pulled it aside, saw the glowing orb thing, and I quickly put my hand, I closed it back up. And
I will say it would have been with Philo. Like, she would have.
when I touched your back, because I was like getting up, and I kind of needed, I touched you to like kind of get situated.
So you were looking at my stuff.
Not like on purpose, it just kind of slipped, and I looked at it briefly, and I put it back.
Nosy.
Sorry.
It's weird, and probably best that you don't know what it is.
You didn't like directly touch it, did you?
Like, touch it?
Like,
Did
actually
you
touch the
touch?
surface?
No.
Okay, good.
Excellent.
What happens if I touch the
Don't
surface?
worry about it.
We don't know.
What?
Remember how I said my magic has been going wonky? This thing is part of the reason. You don't want to touch it.
Helping.
Oh, right.
You don't want to touch it, especially if you're a magic user. Don't
We're
touch
just transporting it for some extra coin, you know, since we're already traveling.
Okay. That makes sense. Roll deception for me. You guys can either do one person, and then the other person gives them advantage, or you can do separate.
+1.
Okay, let's hope that my headcanon for Philo being terrible at deception is not actually true.
Wow.
Wow, that's a 17. It's good, but it was a 13 and a 13. It really said you just
You
are
get that
barely. You get
Okay.
this thing.
She believes you. She
Cool.
believes you. Maybe it's not the best thing as a wild magic person.
I think we'll be glad to be past this stage.
It's the fact that I've already been affected by it. I don't want my companions to be affected by it.
So, did you have the wild magic
Yes.
before?
I
Oh, it made it worse. Oh.
We're figuring it out.
Weird things have happened since then. This, like, gesturing to her hands being bare. This never happened before. This.
So it gave the magic orb thing gave you hair loss?
No, my hands are usually webbed like a seal's. My hands turn into it turns into seal hands, but for some reason this time they didn't. And they
Writing notes.
Interesting.
And then the weird dream thing has also been fun.
I got it. Alright.
She's not a furry.
Not a furry.
Furry?
Man, shut up. Anyway. Okay. Anyways.
She has no choice.
She didn't choose this life.
She
didn't choose
The
this.
furry life she didn't choose the furry life.
Or the scaly life. Neither.
Chose
She didn't
her.
sure.
Congrats.
Right, so.
I wanted to actually talk to whatever we
That
get a
one.
chance. Yeah.
No.
Front seat
Oh, front
conversation.
seat
Front seat conversation.
Front seat gang.
Kind of goes. So like the whole, she's kind of like, she's talking about this hushly because she's like, you know, they're having their own conversation back there, and she's kind of trying to like be a little more secretive.
Yeah,
Not
and
getting
luckily
Lula's attention.
it's very easy because this one's a loud talker going, asking so many questions.
Yeah.
They're not quiet back there.
So are you a seal everywhere? Or just some parts?
Girl,
Okay.
that's a little personal.
I'm guessing like her face doesn't
Oh.
have a ton of fur on
Yeah.
it, does it? And she's like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Right, so like, do you think the 10 parents thing is and the fire lady? Do we have more? What's going on there?
I'm not too sure myself. What they said was pretty much what we know. The orb has several parentage. I'm assuming just a hand in its creation, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
All I know about the fire lady is at least the most that I could think of, at least from being in the city, is it might be related to the Flame Mother from the cult of the Wildfire Cult. That's
Right.
about what I know. Unless you have anything else on that.
so you do.
I was like,
so you do.
So
Are you a cultish?
You have heard of this cult before. I'm not going to
Because you're
explain
the
it.
leader?
No.
kind of.
You know a lot about this cult. I'm
'Cause
not
you're
going to
the
say
leader.
what you know about this cult
You're the
because
archflame.
that's up to you to give out if you want. But I will say, can you roll? Because I want to see. Can you roll an intelligence check for me?
Intelligence. Just.
Just
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Intelligence.
got this. No, you don't.
14.
Oh,
Okay.
although it's a 13 out of 3.
Okay.
No, it was not a 3.
I saw 3 and I was just like, oh no, you don't, never mind.
Yeah, no, it's not a 3. We're good.
So with the description of what Philo experienced, because you were there, you heard what she described, and this description of this woman, and you kind of think for a second, you know, wildfire, flame mother, woman creating things, and your mind can't help but go back to the vision that you experienced. And in that vision, if you remember, the conversation that those two beings were having was the being that looked like a wishbone was asking the other if she was helping a woman named Lato with helping, like essentially to create things. And the other being there was like, essentially, yeah, no, why not? She's my friend. I'm going to show her how to do stuff. I'm going to show her how to make things. So that's the first thing your brain goes to.
Okay. Well, in my vision, that wishbone creature was talking to the other about creation. And one of them was the other creature that kind of had lots of eyes and mouths.
Mm-hmm.
It was eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was mouths, and then its eye fell out. That's what you
Right. It had lots of mouths, and she was helping a creature, or someone named Lotto, create things. So,
That might be their name then.
maybe.
I wouldn't be able to
knows?
confirm it. No one in the cult, from what I know, seemed to have known a name for it.
Yeah, well. Yep.
Know anything else about it, or no?
No. Just that was the first thing that came to mind was the vision.
Out of curiosity, because I've been a little bit curious about it.
Yeah.
Where did you end up getting Corn Chip? They've been with you for what I assume is a while, but don't think you ever said how you met.
I found him in the woods one day. Yeah, we just, we've been kind of tied together ever since. It's like I'm like a wildfire, druid. And fire is my thing, and it's Corn Chip's thing too. Well, it wasn't my thing until it was.
Was it something that you just discovered you had the abilities for? Were you trained?
It's you need some kind of connection. You need to. It's not. I don't. It's. I didn't really. I didn't train because I wanted to be. Have fire powers.
So is it like a connection you have to have? Is that something you just have always had? Something that was given to you?
I haven't always had it. It's just it's. I mean,
It seems like there's a lot tied to that. I won't press further. I was just curious.
Corn Chip is a special bird.
A fascinating little beast.
Yep.
Corn Chip lands on your head,
Hi, Corn Chip.
coughs up another piece of coal.
Can I? Where? What are you
You didn't eat the wheels, did you?
considering? We're still going. I'm hoping.
Phantom wheels.
Where are you getting that coal, Corn Chip?
Wouldn't you like? No, kidding. Roll persuasion. Right.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Got distracted there. Roll persuasion. Let me see what my persuasion is. Maybe this is my. Oh. That's a 2.
Oh. He pecks your head a little bit and flies. And now he's just like kind of circling the cart.
Alright.
I'll pick up the piece of coal.
It's a piece of coal.
I'm assuming they might have just made it since they're a fire spirit?
Yeah, I mean, they do kind of what they want.
I don't know how they would manage to do it, but maybe they just ate a piece of wood or something.
Well, he's a strange little guy.
He is.
And, yeah. It's been on my life for a long time.
They seem like they're fun to have around. That
Yeah.
keeps it exciting.
Keeps things interesting, that's for sure.
They're really still asking questions. We've been on the road for an hour and a half now.
So, like, when you grow claws, is it like keratin? Like what our nails are made of? Or is it like a magical kind? Like, is it sort of like that? You know how mage armor is like temporary? Are they temporary claws? Can you retract them?
I would think it more like a druid transformation almost.
I feel like they'll be going until we get there.
Pretty much.
It's quite possible.
Save me.
No.
Save Philo at this
Only
point.
two
She's
seats-
starting to be like, oh.
Only 2 seats up here. So, and Kyra has to be in the front. So,
Yeah.
First class.
Well, anyway,
designated.
as
driver.
your trip comes to a close, as you see upon the horizon the town, as much as you guys can make out, the city of Kirvin. And as you guys are coming into the city along this road, you can tell that you guys aren't going up or flat. At one point, you guys started going down, because Kirvin is a little bit, like elevation-wise, a little bit further down, but it's not completely. It's sort of like in this. Like you go like this. Kirvin's in this like little dip. Not a huge one, but enough to be like, oh snap, we're going down. But also all the trees. There's not a lot of super tall trees over here. It's more like smaller brush. The taller trees are back behind you, so the environment is getting a little bit more, way more open sky than usual. That you guys are used to back in Karopole. And it's a lot more kind of brown, lots of browns. But the buildings themselves, as you guys go in, are beautifully colored. This is the city named for air, and there are many a windmill or sculpture that is designed on showcasing the wind itself coming in and out and through. A lot of the buildings themselves are not taller than a certain point, but on top of these buildings you can see, from what you remember, you know what these are, and you guys have you've actually probably been on one of these. There are paragliders, like different
fun.
stations, and up top on some of these buildings they're actually almost like monorail carts, but there's a word for it, but essentially the carts that connect through, it's like a ski lift kind of thing, but they function essentially like tiny little carts from tops of the building onward. So that's how it seems like the bus system or like a transit system kind of works here. You can assume it's done by magic or some pretty fascinating ingenuity of the people here. But
Wind.
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 As you guys come into this place, you see the sign, welcome to Kirvin. It has little birds on it and all that good stuff. The symbol of the town is also there. Hope doesn't have that pulled up and I don't remember where it is, so pretend that I described the symbol of the city. I'll find that after break. But there's this is the sigil of the city. Come inside, and Lula gets off the cart, pretty much into town, and she says, well, guys, it's been fun. Thank you so much for letting me join you and entertaining me with all the questions.
That you were
Yeah.
asking.
Yes. And if I discover anything, I will try to send word, find you somewhere. I will send you word.
Yeah. I was
I
like,
just
you're gonna send a
do
letter to
appreciate
where?
Oh, and
Dear.
I know
Magic letter. Like,
you don't have to use them, but if you need them, and then she pulls out 2 of the vials that she had. If any of you would like these, you're welcome to take them, but you don't have to.
What are
what are they?
these?
What do they taste like?
So it's sort of like it really tastes like the color blue. Out of character, it's like the blue Gatorade. You know, like it's the color
yeah.
blue. But she's like, a little salty, but also fruity, like a fruit juice with a little salt in it.
I don't need to
So
drink
what
this, but
are they?
I don't think I would want
these-
to, knowing where they come from anyway.
These little
where did
vials.
it come from?
These vials give more vitality to a spellcaster. So if you cast spells, you can use it to replenish yourself.
I don't think that's a good idea for me to have, so maybe give it to him.
If you would like them.
Giving the wild magic
Where
user
do they
more magic is
come
probably
from? You've
the
mentioned
right-
something
Yes,
about
where
it.
do they come from, Lula?
Oh, well, they come from other smaller creatures. So like rats and squirrels.
So you-
What do you mean they come from it?
You just the spell I made on a creature that's dying or already dead, you can just take out the remaining energy from it and bottle it into a drinkable form to use, so the deaths are not in vain.
You know, I never asked, but now I'm curious. Where did you get them? Did you just go like picking around the grass?
It was kind of
I
strange.
mean,
There was
you'd be surprised how many like dead squirrels there are just around.
and you have to make sure they're at least a little. This is kind of morbid to say, but you have to make sure that they're a little fresh.
So you find like fresh squirrels.
You know those wolves that were around? I guess there must have been a few stragglers or something. Or maybe a snake? I don't know. Snakes are pretty common in these parts.
Probably a cat. Cats like to kill for sport.
Point is, if you want them, you
You
can
got a
have them.
barn cat. So.
If not, I don't really have anything else to offer.
That's up to them. I don't think giving a person who has crazy magic more magic is probably a good idea. As much as I, as a person, want them.
Mm-hmm.
Philo is scared of taking more magic for herself.
You don't want more magic?
So then I already have to roll anytime I do a spell above a cantrip.
She does rummage through her pockets, and for you, Kyrna, she hands you. I'm gonna say, since you guys were so neat, she's gonna hand you 3 gold
What? What's this for?
for driving.
Right.
Thank you.
You know, I'll just. It's 3 gold.
Yeah.
Nice. That's
I
very
should
sweet
have-
of you.
Do we got like a
Thank
group
you.
bag of
Just
gold?
keep it.
Okay.
You're the only one with a license.
I'm the only one with the driver's license, so like it's kind of gotta be me.
But I guess we can.
They might be good in an
Take them?
emergency.
Okay.
Sure, I mean,
Here's 2.
more extra magic on
Thank
like
you.
the off chance that we need it.
Holding.
And these vials, just for mechanics' sake, because they were tiny creatures, they only give you first level spell slots back.
Okay.
If you drink 2, can you get 1 2-level second level spell slot?
Yeah, with how I have the spell written, I'll probably share with you guys more about that eventually. But none of you are wizards, so you guys didn't need to learn it. But anyway,
How close is the city at this point? Like
you guys are in the city.
Oh, I would have used alter self for myself then at this point.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
So
Well,
we got these vials of totally not a common soul gem.
anyway,
Right.
Thank you.
ciao.
Right, you have. God, I'm trying to figure. I almost said you have a nice trip, but
I'm here.
you've had a trip.
I
I don't know
have.
if it was nice, but
Was it?
Well, this part was nice. The traveling on a very long boat trip that took about a month.
oh jeez.
Ugh. Yeah, coming back home was pretty difficult. In terms of on the body, but
I hope
yeah.
that you have a wonderful rest of your time here.
And good luck and whatever you're
How long are
doing.
you staying? Are you back home or are you just visiting?
I've been thinking about just staying here now. I don't know if I have it in me to go back. It's a long trip, and I was there for 15 years.
Oh.
You
I was
were
there
there
for-
for 15 years?
No, that's when they left here.
Man.
I've been gone for a while. I've only ever visited back here once.
You
So-
know where their house is, right?
Well,
I
I guess you'll see us passing by here again. Once
Yeah,
we're
I
on
ain't
our way
ever
back.
left home for that long before.
It was a big step, but I had to do it.
Sure. I mean,
If we are passing by here again, is there anywhere that we can say hi? Like if you typically tend to stop by there or something?
Well, there is a place that you probably actually now that we're in town, I remember. It took me a second to figure out what the name was because it was just like on the tip of my tongue. I eventually just read my notes on places I should go back to. The Red Dove is a really good tavern here, and if you need to, it's probably the place to stay. It's run by this man named Jarvis, and he's very nice.
Wait,
Jarvis?
Jarvis.
Do you remember Jarvis?
Yes, you've heard of this place. It's a pretty decent place. You know, you remember Jarvis. He's a human. He's a very like short human. Sometimes people think he's a dwarf. He's not, because he has like a giant beard and he's bald, but he is indeed a human. And this is the Red Dove is essentially a tavern. Pretty simple. Has the Red Dove on it. It's a lot of not party energy, but very warm and inviting. And you had no reason to go because you were a child that lived here.
Yeah. Deserted it.
But you do know it was one of the places that your mother actually got a part-time job at for a second before you guys moved. So
do you know the tea about the Red Dove?
I probably know a lot of tea. It's not for me to share right now because I'm not
do
asked.
you know about the waitresses that worked there 15 years ago?
Mm.
You know the 15 years ago tea?
Yeah.
The aged tea.
the aged ooh, moldy. Anyway.
Moldy?
Moldy tea.
No.
Anyway. Well,
The tea is still fresh.
you
Even
can
after
go there.
15
I might occasionally be there, hang out, but
We could always ask and see if you're in town as well still.
well,
What's your last name?
oh,
Do you have a
Jane.
family name?
Jane.
Gotcha. Just didn't know if you were asking the first names.
Trying to imagine what your last name, what you would sound like with that last name.
No!
That's not in character. That's out of character.
Also,
What's
they're
your
not
last
going
name?
to know
Sorry.
Lula. They're going to know my full. I know you asked me my full name at the beginning when you first met
Did
me.
you change your name?
No, it's just the first name's a little aged. It's Tallulah.
I asked if it was short for anything.
And I said no because
No.
Lula is just, it rolls off the tongue and it's nice, but the accents across the way, it's Tallulah. Tallulah. They can't say it, so I just went Lula. You'll ask with Tallulah, Jane, if anything. But don't call me that.
No, I do not.
Thanks. Alright, anything else before I skedaddle?
No, I think that's everything. I hope that you just have a good rest of your time here, I guess, if you end up staying here.
Stay
Have a
safe,
fun
Lula.
home visit.
Thank you.
You know, enjoy it.
Alright,
Good luck.
you as well.
Good luck. Oh.
Goodbye.
I don't know why that was like, ooh.
Goodbye.
Ominous.
And there she goes. There she's walking. And there she goes.
Right, well.
Until they turn back for one more question.
No.
Oh my god.
But
Ah,
there
there
she
goes
goes.
a future wife, eh?
Right, totally.
And with that, I'm going to say that's going to be a break. So, we're going to take a quick break. And welcome back. Oh, we got a little animation.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I didn't notice that until now. Well, here they get there it is. Wow. Anyways, welcome back. I'm trying to find something real quick. So if you guys just got to the city of Kirvan, I'll let you guys.
I did
Oh,
roll,
yeah.
well, off on break, because I forgot to roll for alter self, because apparently that I
Wild
only
magic.
time I do stuff spells.
Wild magic one.
I forgot what that meant. So, I did not have a wild magic search.
Oh yeah, here. Karina,
Right.
I
Yes.
can't use these.
Oh. Cool. I'll just pocket those, I guess.
Dead rat potion.
What do you want me to do?
No, I was just saying dead rat potion.
Sure.
So,
Sounds a little judgy.
what do we want to do about getting through the city? Are we staying in an inn today? Are we leaving immediately? What are we doing?
That is a good question. What are we doing here?
Morning.
I have 2 hours until my spell no longer works.
I mean, do we need to like stock up on stuff, or can we just go?
We all got enough like food and rations and.
Do we need to buy rations?
I haven't been marking off rations.
We've been having sandwiches.
Oh right, we have sandwiches.
Right.
Man.
Okay, so we actually have to go buy rations?
I mean, some of us already
I'm pretty
have
sure we
rations.
have rations.
I don't remember how many we have.
I have 10.
Yeah, I have 10 as
Oh,
well.
we have 10.
And that works for 2 days now, right?
Hmm.
So we have 20 days of food each.
And we can always hunt and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I think we could.
We should be fine.
Yeah,
I
think we
have
just
like
Do we
go,
just wanna
2 sickles.
keep on going through?
just make our way through.
Cool. I'm gonna
Anywhere
go ahead
you want to
and,
stop?
There are quite a few places here that you guys could stop at if you so wished. I mean, there's stores, there's places where you could buy traveler's clothes that help you brave the wilderness.
Hell, I've got those.
I already got traveler's clothes.
Perhaps blankets
Oh, yeah, I
in
do
case
have
it gets
traveler's
too
clothes.
cold.
You know what?
You wanna know
So
what?
you don't have to
Fun
make
thing?
con save.
You wanna know what I have already?
Blanks,
Bubbles.
all those things.
And a bedroll.
Oh snap! You guys have tents?
You don't have waterproofing though.
Wait, do we have tents?
Yeah, do y'all have
I
tents?
thought we did.
Who has tent?
I did not buy it.
I don't have
If you, think,
tents.
if you think I can carry a tent, no.
We oughta.
We have a climber's kit.
I got a climber's kit.
I have
Oh,
oil.
wow.
You don't have tents.
What kind of oil?
I'm not gonna lie, I kinda thought we had a tent.
Yeah, I thought we did. Maybe we should buy a couple of tents.
Make
Shut
a
up,
in the
blanket.
cart.
A blanket, you right? You think
Also,
blankets?
like, in case we need to leave the cart somewhere because we're getting into like terrain or something.
Wait, are we just gonna leave Lily just out in the wilderness?
No,
Defending
I'm
herself?
I'm just saying if there's a place that like the cart can't go on.
Be free.
We don't know where
With
we're
us.
going.
We can
just drop. We're bringing Lily up a mountain. We're just
we
like.
can just drop the tent onto Lily, right?
I mean,
We have a bag of holding, right?
Yes, you guys have a
Oh.
holding.
We
Wait,
have,
let's strap it to
Wouldn't have they have given us a tent before we left? Because didn't they give us supplies?
I'm gonna say they did not.
Oh,
I'm gonna say
okay.
that you guys were on your way out. You guys were already like leaving the city, and then one guy was like, "Hey guys, I brought the tents that they were."
oh, they're gone.
Oh,
I knew we were forgetting something, Jeff.
well,
Slaps
it
him
went
back in
them
the head.
all.
Right, so we don't have tents. I think we should get some tents.
What about like blankets? I got a bedroll. I ain't got a blanket.
Yeah, you know,
Sure, let's do it.
let's go find the camping store.
The camping store.
Alright.
Let's go
I was
find
gonna say
the
brand name,
Eddie Bauer.
Let's go to Eddie Bauer, everyone.
Not sponsored,
Not
but
sponsored.
they don't really have trip.
They don't have tents though.
they don't usually. It's just camping gear, but it's not
Yeah.
tents.
Would I know?
So you gotta go to the not Eddie Bauer.
If there's
So
like
we go
any
to
dark
Cat-
camping, or I
we
guess
go
a
to
market,
Cat
probably
then,
general store's probably gonna
anyway?
have it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or
Would I know a
REI,
place?
I think they
Yeah, so
I say
or you
It's-
know, Dick's Sporting Goods.
one.
Not sponsored by
second.
any of these, by the
Yeah.
way.
Here, one second. I need to set up
Okay.
something real quick.
you
But
know.
continue.
Right, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and go find somewhere to go.
And the cart's like an open cart, right?
Mm-hmm. There's no like cover.
Oh, I thought it had covered.
Nope, open.
I was imagining that wrong.
Philo is just gonna opt to actually just hide in the cart and lay on the ground.
Yeah.
Just pretend to be taking a nap, so then when her magic wears off, she doesn't immediately have to recast it. So maybe she has a little bit of extra time.
Yeah. Good idea. Right, so let's find the
camp and store.
REI.
The I'm trying to find a good like play on Dick's Sporting Goods.
IER.
IER or mix camping gear. Mix. Anyways,
No, it's just Bob's Sporting Goods.
Bob's.
Oh
Bob.
my god.
That yeah.
Anyway,
So DM, where's the
Would I know?
the
it?
fantasy Dick's Sporting Goods.
yes?
The
Yes,
mix.
you would think about the fantasy Dick's Sporting Goods. I don't have a cool name. I just see the thing is, I don't know. Okay, this is just gonna be
Where's the Bass Pro gear?
Bass Pro gear. So
That's
this is
another
my
one,
like
yeah.
problem as a DM. This is my
Is it
DM.
pyramid?
My DM
It's
thing
actually like
is I
Alright.
don't come up with names for businesses. I have like inventories of what shops sell. I don't name the shops.
Mixed sporting goods.
So mix sporting
Mix.
goods.
I know down the road, at least if it's still there, there's a
it's down the highway.
place called Mixes.
Mixes.
Mixed Sporting Goods, I think, but
Wow.
I think we
What?
just call it
Sounds-
Mix.
Sounds like what we need.
This is like our McDonald's.
I guess. Wix Sporting Goods.
Mix McDonald's. Not sponsored by them either.
No. You said, see, just for a brief moment as you guys were talking, you see what we would call roadrunners. Little birds.
Roadrunners.
They're running. And for a brief moment, you remember they're rampant here. Because they are a
What?
sacred bird here. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So.
Don't
they
take
skip-
out
they
the-
scatter. And then
I
as
did nothing.
you're
Kyron's like holding a roadrunner and a sickle. No, she's not. But
But you looked as you guys walk towards this store.
Before we do,
no.
It should be around the corner. I think it's like a 3 or 4 minute walk into the town.
Should
I
leave the cart somewhere.
might stay with the cart here as well.
Alright.
Right. Well, I guess we go to mix together. It's just
Wanna
us.
stay, Philo?
Yeah, probably not the best idea for me to be around people right now.
Right, well, you just taking a nap.
In,
Alright, it's me and Kara.
Let's go to Mix together.
in case you do get lost, I do know if you head down towards the center of the town, there's a small statue of one of the birds you just saw. From there, you just go to the left of that,
Right,
past the tavern, and you should be there.
right.
Oh no, corn chips gonna. Okay. Other birds.
Yeah, you look over. He's doing the bird,
Territorial hop.
and then they're like,
Either that or he's like, it's like one of them bird mating dances. You never know.
Corn chip, stop making trouble.
Stop.
"We do not need
I don't know
more
what
corn
kind of trouble
chips."
We don't
That's
need you
trouble.
either. We don't need you seducing the local birds or fighting them.
Courtship puts on a very fiery display.
Do not add or subtract from the population. But yeah, I found the town symbol. It is a picture of a lily of the valley, kind of like doing this with the roadrunner in the center. They're pretty cute.
They're a bird and they're flower.
Mm-hmm.
Right, let's go.
Sure.
Coropoles is a water dragon. It's a dragon spewing water.
We'll see you shortly.
Bye, Philo.
See y'all later.
All right.
So,
Tense.
What did y'all decide the name was? Mix.
Mix
Mixed sporting goods.
real creative naming here.
A more creative than I didn't come up with the name.
So like, I guess we're just gonna.
It's gonna be Mix camping goods.
Okay.
There you
Awesome.
go. A little better. So as you guys go through this, walk through this town, there are many individuals that you see walking around. There's a lot of halflings. There's some gnomes. It seems that there are good number of humans, but the overwhelming population of this place seems to be either folks, perhaps you can assume, touched by the hex field, that have wings. These people seem to be having wings. Not everyone, but there are quite a few people. They're not Asimars, just to clarify. It seems that they've been affected by the hex field. There also are a lot of bird folk. So Kenku, owlins, and the like seem to make their homes here. So I wonder who the local is. But you guys continue on. It's a very colorful town, in the sense of there's a lot of murals and intricate statues. The arts seem to be flourishing here. And as you continue walking down Main Street, you see a lot of varying different gear shops. There seems to be, next to the Mixed camping goods, there seems to be a section inside, if you can go inside, that there is regular gear, and then there is terrain-specific gear. So depending on which terrain you're going to, they're a specific section. Most notably, they have a desert section in here. So like gear that you would specifically need for warmer climates.
Why is that notable?
What do you mean? It's because you guys don't live near
okay.
a desert, so it's like, why is that there? It's pretty interesting.
The desert's
Everyone.
down south, right?
Mhm. And you guys are technically in the southernmost quad city, so.
Yeah, we're heading south.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Clearly, that's not important.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
That's my bit, my
So where are the
irrelevant bit.
tents?
So the tents are just in the, they actually are in both. There's some tents over just in regular gear, and there's also on the opposite side. They're just different colors.
What color do we want?
There's like reds, greens, tan.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? We're just.
Wow.
What do you want me to say?
Pick a color.
Why don't you pick a color?
I will pick a color.
Right. What color do you want?
What'd you say there was?
What?
What did you say there was?
I mean,
Colors.
there's green, there's tan, there's red. It's all these colors. Now that you're thinking about it longer than like a second, like now that you're actually presented with like I need to make a decision. They're all meant to blend in with
Yeah.
different terrains.
When are we going? What terrain is south?
Sorry, just imagine you like pulling out a map. It's held upside down.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right. No, I think we gotta.
Ah.
I suppose we want something more brown.
I guess tan, right? Like.
I was imagining, like in my head, just like the children's show classic of like you speak to like the inanimate object. It's like, okay, gang, wait, what's south of us? Let's check the map.
The map starts speaking.
Right, let's get a couple of the brown ones. How many do we want?
How many do they sleep? Does it
Two.
have like a?
Two per
Two
person.
Okay.
Mhm.
So then, sure.
Right, let's
Yeah.
just get a couple of the brown
A couple of
ones.
those. I'm gonna go find the blankets.
Right, I'll go buy these then.
Yeah, I guess you have a. I feel like this is low weighted. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
You're
Do
carrying
we got
40
enough
pounds of
funds?
tents.
Oh, I don't know. Did they give us money, did they?
I'm pretty sure they did. Did I write it down? No.
I don't think they're
I
giving
don't
money.
think they did.
Hmm.
Did they give us like
Is
an
that-
allowance?
I think they were
Whatever.
going to. It's forgotten with the tents as well.
Yeah, sure.
As soon as the tent guy was like, "You idiot!" hits him back. Then, "Hey guys, I have to go funding." Where do they go? Hits him
Oh
again.
no.
If you've been here since the beginning, write in the chat below. Did you? Did I give them a group fund? Because I don't remember. And I didn't write that in my notes either.
You can make one up now because I don't think you did.
I'm
Let's
taking
remember.
bad notes this campaign, so
Unfortunate.
None of us
Yeah, I don't-
have our memories on at the
Yeah.
moment.
That's what I left
We're
in the other room.
great D&D players,
We're
guys.
so good at this.
We're so good at this.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go find
The
some.
note taker of the campaign is the DM.
Yeah, you're right. I do.
You're
I'm
usually the note
person
taker.
that takes the notes.
I usually take better notes, but
I need to
it's
do as
not
well. I
this
just
time.
Well, I'm gonna go find us some blankets.
Yeah, I didn't write anything down.
see. I hope you get to decide now.
I guess we're just using our own money. It's fine.
Okay.
Did Snake give us any?
We'll just use Fallon's life savings.
That's anything. I'm with you.
You're right.
I get out of paying.
Also, I totally forgot. I have a map of Caravan I didn't send you guys because nothing's labeled, but I have it for my end, so it's fine. So
But I had to add a statue in there.
I know. It's actually
And
a perfect
mix.
spot for one.
Camping goods.
Mixes camping goods. All right, so you guys wanted to buy tents.
Yes,
Mhm.
2 tents.
Okay, 2 tents. They are 2 gold pieces each.
What kind of blankets do they have here?
Blankets.
Yes.
What's that? The heck was that? Anyway,
Stuart's water bottle.
oh, I guess.
We're
They
a
have
bit
you-
of a mess today.
No, we were doing great, and then now I'm like, I did this.
Oh, there's regular tent and there's 2-person tent.
Mhm.
It's legacy.
Oh,
versus,
that's legacy. Yeah.
They're the exact same.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't want a tentacle rod. I want a tent.
Oh,
Sure.
what?
Don't worry about
You
it.
sure look good.
Why did this hell
I
here?
feel like that's a different story. I think.
That's a,
Man, what is a tentacle rod? Now I'm curious.
Later.
There are 2 ways this can go.
So there's a legacy version and a new version.
So, anyways, blankets.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, right. You weren't here last session, Ryan, so I didn't I didn't tell you this. You had a point of inspiration from the dream thing, and so do you, Philo. I'm checking my notes, guys. I'm remembering now.
You can deal psychic damage with little rubber tentacles.
Rubber
Okay.
tentacles. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you, D&D.
You can restrain people, though.
So anyways, back on track. Blanket.
Tentacles do.
Oh my god,
blanket.
guys.
Blankets.
We
You guys are
gotta-
talking about blankets. Okay. So you guys bought let's see.
I got 2 tents.
2 tents.
How many blankets do we want?
I mean, I imagine
It costs a 5 silver piece each.
for the blankets.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
We should be on. Sure.
Just one per person. I know we already have some, but
So it's 5 silver each.
yeah.
it's another 2 gold.
That's yeah.
Oh, well, wrapped in a blanket, you have advantage on saving throws against extreme cold. They're not necessary.
Okay. I think it's funny because he said something about that
He
earlier
did.
in the chat, and I was like, yeah.
Now, off the top of your head, what?
I asked.
For gold.
I asked about the group fund.
Um,
Oh, right.
I mean, you guys could technically have a start
Yeah,
a
we
group
could just
fund
start one, but
with
we're
the
gonna
money
go into the
Lula gave
wilderness.
you,
It's
but
fine.
yeah, it's fine. So you got blankets, tents.
anything else we want while we're here? Like any other gear we need?
I don't think so.
There is. One second. Underneath, in the various sections, this place is one of those, stop areas that has the crystals. Like the giant, tub of rocks that you can
Oh,
buy a bag
yeah.
and you can put all the
Alright.
rocks inside. Kyra, you look at this pile just real quick.
Oh no.
No, corn chip's fine. But
Oh.
you have this very specific feeling that some of these gems are just dyed quartz. They're not actually the gem they say that they are, but you can... Wait a minute. You have the ability now to differentiate between if a gem is what it is.
Why?
Okay. The
Great.
dream.
Do you remember the dream where he gave you the eye?
Oh, give me the eye.
Yeah.
I'm looking at these.
It's
rocks
all
and I'm
coming
like,
together.
Gem seer.
Oh,
I'm
these
like-
are pretty.
Some of these are fake.
Oh.
Well, they're just they're quartz. They're obviously the rocks, but it's like dyed quartz right here.
Do you think Philo would notice?
You've known her longer than I have.
It's fine. I'm gonna buy a bag.
Oh,
How much I need?
Oh my god.
It's like a copper.
Excellent.
It's like a
Now I need
copper
to
for a
break
bag of
up this
rocks.
piece of gold.
to get a copper so you can buy this bag.
I walk up with $100 like you have change for this $1 bag.
Let me tell you,
Good wish.
people do that.
Well, actually, it's not like $100. It's closer to like $10.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People really do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I need 9
I was
silver.
like, dang, what am I, your bank?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Okay.
And there's also various different equipment that you guys
no,
see.
not that. Sorry.
You're good.
I tried.
Since you're on the looking out for more equipment, like the
Sure, I'm
responsible person, I
I'm
guess.
digging through rocks.
There is a list of items that is specifically sand-resistant cloaks. There are sand goggles. There are boots made specifically for the desert terrain.
Are
There's
we going?
various water skins, sun balm.
Sunball might be useful. That's like sunscreen.
Yeah,
Okay.
ropes, fire starting kits. There's one thing that kind of catches your eye as a person of an artisan as yourself, there are some compact spice grinders, like little things you can grind
Oh, like a mortar.
spice. Yeah,
Pestle.
little pestles.
Alright.
There's like some nice ones in there, and then
Stuff
yeah.
in here. I'm like, we're going to the desert, right? Is that
Right?
where we're going?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so. I don't know.
Well, number one, I grabbed the sun balm.
yeah.
Grab a couple of things of those, because I'm like just I've got a cart. I'm just like
The prepper is going at it.
I'm like, well, we're going to the desert,
Mhm.
so we ought to get some like desert gear, right?
Get y'all some sandals.
Sounds good. I'm like picking out all the purple
You're
rocks.
picking out rocks. I'm starting to like. I'm getting shoes, the desert sandals. Number one for myself.
Mhm.
I go over and I kind of like put some of the shoes next to Luca's feet and kind of try to measure, like,
You're holding your foot up real quick.
real quick, let me put this on. Like, get that shoe off. Get off.
What?
Come on.
Why are you touching my feet?
I was like, so I just walk up. It's like, give me your feet.
Give me your feet. Give me your feet.
Yeah, those feel nice. They fit, you think?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. We're getting them.
Oh my god.
I'm like,
Okay, Mom.
what size shoe is Philo?
Oh, she's a women's 8.
Decided right now. Canon.
Women's size.
Philo is a women's size 8.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
And if you're not, your fridge is a little bit outdated.
Yeah.
It's fine now. Just be a little small.
No, actually, yeah, that tracks.
8's like average.
I was about to say not to be weird about like foot sizes,
Let's keep
but
moving.
Yeah, no, because she's 5'8". So
Yeah.
That's a normal size foot.
okay.
Do they make? I don't know if they make these for Alan.
Does he wear shoes?
Does
he wear shoes?
No,
No?
it's got like wraps.
He's got kind of wraps, but
Yeah.
no shoes.
He's got those like spread out toes, so she's fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
All natural.
He got those talons.
And then like,
Alright, I'm picking out rocks. Do we need anything else?
do we need those like sand cloaks? Or
Oh, like face covers and stuff.
Yeah.
Get some scarves.
We're about to come out of here with like a
I mean-
whole bunch of stuff. They're gonna be like, "What did y'all
We
get?"
should have taken the bag of holding from Fallon.
We really should have.
I don't know why we didn't.
You didn't?
We were buying tents.
We did not
No, they
think
didn't.
this through. Apparently.
How many
This
many
is
sun
so
bombs
funny,
did you
actually.
2.
get? Okay.
We didn't talk about money beforehand. You did not bring the bag of holding.
We're so prepared for
Let's
this
just go get
adventure.
stuff.
And the local decided to stay behind.
You're right.
Cause we're 100% going into the desert, so like we need to get this now, cause you know we don't.
Right, so I think we should get some scarves, like covering our faces.
Yeah, covering like I mean sunscreen, sure, but like we're gonna run out of
Does
that.
sunscreen exist right now?
Yes.
Sun balm. We got it. We got it.
And we have traveler's cloaks, so imagine those have
Do the travelers'
a
clothes?
cloak or something. Everybody's got cloaks.
Yeah, I'm looking at the price of cloaks. What the heck? 20 gold pieces.
For just like a regular
Regular
cloak?
cloak? No.
Are you sure that's a regular cloak?
It's unenchanted cloak.
For
Hold on. Yeah, someone
Yeah,
fact
all
check
of
me.
us,
Fact
like,
check
okay,
me.
hang on. Cloak?
there's not an item in D&D for a cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like just
I
the,
think that's included in the price of clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm only seeing.
I see where you're
cloaks.
seeing it. It's on the the D&D wiki, which is not
Mhm.
always the.
yeah.
Hmm.
Anywhoosies.
Anyway.
I'm also not doing 2 gold pieces for traveling cloak. I'll just do 2 gold pieces in general for everything. You
Yeah,
guys
we
got.
get like 4 cloaks for 2 gold.
For 2 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll get some clothes.
I'd say it was
am I
2
looking-
silver pieces for the sun balm.
Okay, for both. Or
Yeah.
for each.
It's 1 each, so.
Okay, so 2 each for the 2 silver and then
And
2 gold.
And then for the shoes,
Here, I'll pay for the shoes.
I'd say probably because there's 3. That's gonna be a weird number. I'm just gonna say since you bought everything else,
We
the
haggle
shopkeep
with Mick himself.
Mick
Mick's not
the owner of Mix.
Yeah.
All right, Mick. Okay. Oh,
Mick himself.
who's
The man, the myth, the legend.
He's not gonna be running at the shop there. He's probably got some guy named Jeff out here.
I don't know. Mick. What is Mick?
I mean, what is Mick?
what does Mick look like?
No.
It doesn't matter, but it does matter. I don't know. He's a
Is he a rat
Kenku.
folk?
Skanku.
He could be a Kenku that just repeats prices and have a good day. So,
He knows all the numbers.
yeah, it's pretty smart.
Say.
What did you say?
Is he a rat folk? His name's Nick.
Oh, you draw. You're right.
The
I'm
mouse
fine
coming forward.
That's why I said it's a rat.
Mm.
It's a rat, you know? It's totally different.
Honestly, just a box of pencils.
As Ryan said that
They're
they had a
fine.
box of pencils at the beginning of the
Just for
filming.
that.
I would show them on camera, but there's
And you have like the good kind too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. This is not sponsored, but Ticonderogas are like the best normal pencil.
It's like the most normal pencil.
Alright, let's.
Anyway,
Yeah,
back
no,
on.
we're
Thanks.
really
How much are these shoes?
What silly juice did we all have at party?
yeah.
Donuts?
Those donuts.
The donuts.
Yeah.
I would say 5 silver pieces.
5 silver pieces for
They,
all.
they
of
ra-
them?
yeah, I'm gonna say just say they rounded.
Here,
I'm taking. Oh, okay.
Oh, silver
do
pieces. Sorry,
shoes.
gold. My bad.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Definitely was not a good idea to spike the donuts.
No. For just to clarify,
5. Are you?
donuts were not spiked
They were not.
No.
But
for legal
What?
reasons.
Did you remove the 5 gold, or should I?
I bought it.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure that we don't both remove 5 gold.
Right. So.
are you ready to haul 40 pounds worth of
Right,
tents?
so- And I'm like, she's like, and Kyron is 3'5".
Did we get some nice like shopping bags
No.
too?
You got reusable canvas bags. For an extra silver, you could get a reusable
Alright, I'll
bag.
get a reusable bag for a silver.
Oh.
Does it have a cool pattern on it? Yeah, is
Does
it
it-
branded?
Is that all we need in terms of desert gear, you think?
Does it have
the
like a blue
shoes?
bonnet on it?
Yeah, sure, it has a blue bonnet on
Yeah!
it.
The shoes and the like cloak,
Mhm.
the sand cloaks, and is that good, you think?
Yeah.
What about like,
A mask.
do they have them?
Do they have scarves?
Yeah, I'll say that's with the
At
with
the-
cloaks you got.
I presumed. I was like, if they're sand cloaks.
Alright, put that in our branded bag.
At the,
branded-
at the checkout, you get the,
Our-
like,
our
the-
branded
the branded
mix
Mick Kenku plushie.
Oh.
It's seasonal right now.
Oh my
I'm
god.
adding a mixed branded bag to my inventory.
Alright.
It's seasonal.
God.
We're not getting the plushie, by the way.
Mixed camping goods bag.
We already got the bag. We don't need the plushie too.
See, I think y'all have a child with y'all, and I think he would like it. But I'm God and I don't actually exist to y'all, so.
Right, let's go. I'll
Alright.
carry the tents.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I don't think I can. I carry as much of the cloaks.
Just one on each shoulder.
So as you guys are walking back to your.
How long did this take for them?
Oh, probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay, so Philo has officially detransformed again.
I was
Well,
gonna let me mention one thing. I'll let you continue. Because I'll go back to you guys. But as you two were walking back to the cart, you are now hyper aware of the existence of the wildfire cult. Because you guys talked about it. It's fresh on your minds. There are flyers around town promoting essentially a meetup that's happening in this town.
Of the cult.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize they
Like-
were so like public.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
jeez.
they are public.
As much
Oh,
as
boy.
I would like not to be.
It is essentially a small religion that is popping up. So it's not like a cult in the same sense that maybe some other things are. This,
That's crazy. Do you want to grab a flyer?
No,
I didn't say we should go, but like,
we're not grabbing a fucking flyer.
well, I mean, it might be related to the orb.
I don't care. Let's go.
Right?
Getting that Ryan lore.
Ryan.
Ryan
Ryan has beef.
Yes, Ryan is the
Ryan has
himself.
beef with the wild circle.
You heard me. The voice speaking in your head because now I'm not here. You can hear me, I know it. You were right. There's more people control.
There's 5 crazy people sitting in the room.
I was sitting in a
You
room.
were right.
In a room, group
No one would
hallucinating.
believe you.
Oh my god.
Very intense.
The idea of anyways.
So, did you two want to do anything while they were doing that?
She's
Probably
just
talk.
in the bottom of the cart, curled up around the orb, like literally laying on her side, orb in the center, like where her stomach would be, and just blanket over all of this, just curled in a little ball, being like, I want to perish right now.
It's probably pretty nice, pretty comfortable actually. It's because it's warm.
It's warm, but also
Under the blanket might be a little bit overheating.
it's also the issue of she just wants to do things and explore a city, and she can't. She's finally in a new city, and she can't go look around.
Could use another spell slot and go for an hour.
No, she needs it in case of emergency.
Do you say your wishes out loud at all? At any point?
She'd probably be grumbling to herself about how she really wants to be able to go around the city and walk around and explore.
Okay. So, I've been rolling things back here.
Uh-oh.
And this time, when the orb kind of hears your pleas, complaining, you get this, like, heat in your head. Can you make a wisdom save for me?
Oh no.
You feel the heat in your head, the fires.
You also,
on the
I will
side
say,
of your
you
face.
recognize, before you roll, you do recognize this warmth. It's the same warmth that has always happened when the orb tries to reach out to you. It doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna fall asleep.
Go to sleep.
It just means they're reaching out. So you can purposely fail this.
Yeah,
if
she'll
you want.
purposely fail.
Okay.
She'll let it happen.
Okay, I just wanted to double check. So you allow this to happen. And first off, because you did that, you get imagery of happy memories of any moment that you had been happy, say that your mom let you do something, or your sister liked a gift that you gave her.
Aww.
Essentially the feeling of being happy that you're being heard. Second, you get a string of words, and again, you can picture this however you want, of different memories of people saying different words all strung together into form a sentence, and that's no show, no show, no power. Power's scary, but other is different. People afraid of different, and then it shows from your point of view looking at yourself. He seems like he's asking a question of people.
Yes, people don't like difference.
Yeah, you hear her talking. I'm guessing you can't hear what the orb is saying to her, but you do hear her very quietly talking. What sounds to be to herself. I'm listening.
Listening. Help. And you feel the orb kind of warm itself, and for just a brief moment, you feel a wave rush over you, and you see just over her, sort of like a wave of light kind of goes all the way around her, and then just, and then just goes away, kind of like a flash of light, but not like a huge one, just like a, as if someone accidentally turned the flashlight on their phone. But and hold on, let me see this. Sorry, buddy.
It
This
only works partially.
this dispel magic. You're smart enough to realize it's just dispel magic. Only partially works, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna roll this 3 times. Your right arm, your left leg, and your left arm are completely cured of the sealness.
But the face, the one that's the hardest died.
Yeah. And you get sorry.
Okay. You tried. That's what matters.
Are you okay?
She just kind of sticks one of her arms out, gives you a little thumbs up before you see her peek out, and it's still
Seal.
There's less seal on her arm now. Her arm is no longer sealed, but then you see her peek out, it is still sealo.
What just happened there?
He tried again. It didn't work.
You feel a warmth in your head as well. If you would like to fail it, you can. But if you'd like to resist, roll a wisdom save for me.
Do I recognize this warmth? So I not had the same
Yeah.
things they've had.
You recognize it from the first time you fell asleep, and you guys had the whole like dream with your memory in it. But that's the only time you remember.
I do not want to fall asleep, so I'm gonna resist it.
Okay.
Uh-oh. What's the save?
It's a 10.
No, I go
Wisdom.
what's
Oh,
wisdom. 9.
Oh. You wave of warmth, and you're like, oh no, not again. I'm not falling asleep. But instead, you get memories from your point of view. It's just strung up of different memories from you, of moments where you felt like a failure. Moments, perhaps with your little brother, where you tried to explain something to him, but he didn't understand. Or maybe something that you just felt like, oh, they didn't get it. I didn't do it right. Sorry. A string of people saying sorry. That's what you get in your head.
Oh.
It's okay. Appreciate you trying. It's better than nothing. The face is really the hardest thing.
What were you trying to do?
You're talking to... Who are you talking to?
I guess just in general.
That
Okay.
direction.
I don't know if
You
it's something you did, it's something they did, or if it's like something you
Yeah.
both.
You can see, again, string of memories of, one, from the Soren's perspective of when he tried to heal her last night, of the arm thing, from his perspective of patting her arms to make stuff go away. You'd also have a string of memories of perhaps seeing a dispel magic spell happening in front of you. There's your answer.
Okay, so trying to get rid of the seal form.
He tried.
Were you wanting to go out?
I would like to. I haven't really gotten the chance to explore many places. It's not something I often get to do. But you can kind of see why my parents didn't really let me leave.
Let me check one thing really quick.
You hear a word in the back of your head. Mean.
Would you like to be able to go out and look around? You probably wouldn't be able to interact with other people, but
I mean, the issue is that I only have one more use of my spell before
I can do something to help you if you want to go out.
Doesn't your magic hurt you or something?
It's strenuous to use, but it won't kill me.
It would be nice to look around.
Yeah, then give me your hand.
She kind of pops it out.
And I'll just kind of take your hand and kind of put mine over top of it. Then may Ebekin hide your steps as you look around. And I kind of close my eyes for a second. As I will go ahead, I will cast invisibility.
How long does invisibility last, though?
An hour.
Oh,
An hour.
okay.
She kind of like looks.
Your hands are gone.
She says she's invisible.
Alright, that definitely works.
You won't be able to, of course, interact with others as you'll be unseen, but you'll still have a chance to look around.
I mean, technically you could interact
she
with
has-
others, they just
if-
won't know you're there.
If she has like the egg carrier,
Mm-hmm.
is it invisible or is it just a floating egg?
Technically, the egg does count as a creature. So
It's just an egg.
the egg is, for all intents and purposes, a floating orb right now.
Okay.
I can watch.
Please make sure he stays safe.
I'll be sure to.
You get imagery of you saying goodbye to your sister. But also you get a string of have fun.
Elphila's having such a hard time with that now. Oh no!
I promise I will go find lots of cool things to show you.
And she just pops out the cart and just kind of takes off running to go look at cool things
things.
around the city.
Yeah, I kind of like hold myself together and just kind of like just focus for a moment, and I'll try to wait like maybe like 5 or 10 seconds after I hear you kind of take off. Hopefully they can enjoy it.
I'm gonna come back to you real quick, but I wanted to describe the city to you. There is a river that flows through the center of this town as well. So you see that. You also see, as you walk past around, the outside of all the colorful buildings and all the lovely statues and sculptures, there is a giant temple that looks to be almost sculpted out of... Oh, it doesn't look like... It looks like honeycomb. Like stacked honeycomb in a sense. Like it's in the shape of a asymmetrical cylinder with honeycomb kind of style. That you know this as Windswept Temple. This is the temple that you've heard this one talk about. This is where you went to train for a little bit as a monk. And this is the main sort of, in a way, government building to this place, as well as a place where many aspiring druids go to study good stuff. So.
She's gonna mostly just check out a lot of the different like sculptures around and all the art things, and honestly is fascinated by the colorful buildings because she doesn't have that back home, and she's like, whoa, and just is looking at all the cool culture stuff. Essentially the way that I was whenever I went and visited, oh god, what was it? Where did we go on the cruise? Was it the Bahamas or Puerto Rico?
I don't remember which one it was.
You would remember if it was Puerto Rico.
No, I just remember the colorful buildings. That's the reason why I'm
yeah.
like, wait, it literally is like when I was. Oh god, which one was it? I don't remember. One of them, it had really beautiful, colorful buildings that I sent you guys pictures of.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
literally is me running around by myself, being like, take picture, take picture, take picture.
Because essentially you are, in a way, anytime you look at something and you remember it, you are
taking pictures for the little kid.
Mm-hmm.
So that she is purposely trying to focus in on like certain places so that he can then see it later.
Mm-hmm. So, as you do that, is there anything you would like to do?
Just like continuing on what I was saying before. After my little.
Also,
Hi.
you see the. Also, sorry.
Go ahead.
You also see the flyers. I just would like to make that a point. You also eventually see them as well, but continue.
After they kind of leave and I have my little coughing fit, I'll just take out a small like little cloth and I'll wipe a little bit of blood from my mouth. I'll just.
Tuberculosis drama moment.
Sorry.
It is a
Cough into the side and hate to shoot.
You don't know. You're not there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That really is like a classic drama show moment, like a
Nobody else saw.
nobody else saw the blood.
Yeah.
Like
You know who
You know-
did see?
The child.
The
Child
child.
saw it.
You know who's gonna tattle on you later? The child.
The child. Oh. And you know
Hopefully, they might not be able to convey it the right way.
what?
They might not be able to
just
get.
show the memory.
Shh.
Yeah.
Okay.
A child, Soren, still has a connection to you. And he shows bits and pieces of memory recently of sick and not understanding what that is.
Like, he doesn't understand what being sick or like an illness is, or like.
What specifically is going on with you? Because he can he's showing you essentially memories of, he can understand magic transformation and stuff like that, but he's not necessarily, he senses something is wrong.
Does he show memories of other people when they're sick?
No, he goes
Okay.
into his memory
Hmm.
and shows, because you were you're cleric of Everkin. You were at the temple. You've seen plenty of people who have been sick. You are with the community. You've seen people who
Yeah.
are sick. You
seen-
work with people.
Yes.
So he's trying to figure out what the heck is up with you, but can't necessarily pinpoint it.
The hex field has strongly affected me. When I'm not. My body's not as capable of channeling my magic as I used to be able to.
He takes a moment here and thinks. You can kind of like hear him. You can kind of hear him thinking.
Thinking orb.
I just hear different like little snippets of conversation from my life where it's just
Yeah.
hmm.
Pretty much, yeah.
So you hear the fans kick on.
Don't be too scared. Don't be too scared.
What does that mean?
Music change.
Music change. But he thinks, and he hears the word hex field, and you're getting a view of lots of different memories of people using the hex field as like talking about it or whatever in your mind. He feels like he's trying to dig for something, but you're not the person he's trying to get to. He's like, if you get a vision, like a memory of, it's not a memory, he's using strings of words of Dorian. One moment. And you feel like the connect of your mind disconnect. And the orb starts. Hang on. Can you do this? Okay. It's shaking now. This is the first time you've seen it actually try to move. It's not. It's not strong enough though. It's not strong enough to necessarily move on its
Hey
own.
guys, the orb hatched.
Oh yeah, leave it with the bird for longer than like a minute, and of
Yeah,
course
it
it's gonna hatch. But it's just shaking now.
It's not necessarily less concerning. It's shaking.
Okay. Hold on. Because he succeeded, I need to make a bunch of rolls. Give me a moment.
Oh boy.
Feel free to monologue if you want.
This is your
Stuart.
best.
Monologue, go.
I mean, Stuart can monologue.
How does... Is this like modeling before the shaking started, or like...
It can be whatever you want, brother.
I guess it'd be
Stuart
beforehand,
monologuing.
because otherwise I would be asking questions which you need to probe you, so it's like before I start shaking.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's affected my body in a way that I can't handle my own magic anymore. I would appreciate it though if you could at least keep that fact between just me and you. I know that Philo would feel bad knowing what it would have affected me more than I probably would have let on, but they looked like they really wanted to go out, and I'd rather let them have the joy of them being able to explore around without knowing what there's a little bit of pain it caused me, but it's something I've felt before and something I'll feel again, so it's not too much skin on my back, but I'd rather let them have the peace of mind.
Meanwhile, the orb is not listening. He is.
Yes, the fans turn
And then
on.
it starts shaking.
So as you finish up, you get this ping back into your mind. If you would like to fail, you can. If not, I can roll for you, or you roll wisdom save. You recognize
I
this is
will-
him.
The last time was not sleep. This might not be sleep. Allow it.
Okay.
I might...
So you fall asleep. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You get this memory of pretty recently, like moments ago recently, of Philo saying, I want to go out and see and explore. And then you get strings pulled from your memory when you were really little of Windswept Temple. And you get a repeat of Philo saying, I want to go see and explore. And it shows that place again. He wants to go see the temple. A Windswept Temple.
You can't drive the car.
You can't drive. You don't
I
have a
can't
driver's
drive. I can probably walk around the side with it, but it's just no one knows I'm going into the city, and I have an orb with me.
Mhm.
And you're leaving the cart by itself.
Steal our horse.
Horse is mine now. You guys come back, the cart's gone, Fallon's gone, the orb is gone.
She's like, well,
Everybody's gone.
We've got all of our stuff. We're just like,
Oh shit.
what happened?
If it influences your decision, he continues. He sees that you're hesitating a little bit, and he's showing a string of memories to make this sentence. So picture it however you want.
Yeah.
But the temple, memory, Hexfield, the Hexfield, temple. Connected? I don't know. Could be. Might be. I need to see it. I need to explore. I need to find it. The temple. Memory.
For really quick reference, you brought Buttercup, right?
Lily.
Oh,
brought Lily.
Other one. So I'm assuming that the streets are wide enough to bring a garden horse through.
Yeah.
I can't imagine them being like, you know, these streets need to be
Narrow.
too narrow to bring a cart and horse through.
You guys
No one
have to,
can come into
walk
town.
sideways. You gotta do a little shuffle. through the street.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's only wide enough for two people to just shuffle past, to shimmy past each other.
Oh my god.
That's just you
Oh
with
my
your two
God.
tents just going.
Oh my
Shuffling.
god.
We're just like shuffling and someone's coming and we're going, someone's coming the other.
Okay.
And are we able to, like, the orb is like the orb. I know you have like a thing where you can kind of wrap it around you. It's something that's kind of like looks like a bag, so it can be covered, or
I'd assume so. I figured it was like literally like a baby carrier, like one of those old timey ones that are kind of a sling.
Yeah.
like, if I were to walk around with it, how out of place would it be? Like if it's covering.
You'd
I mean, it's a whole orb.
You'd probably look like a young father carrying his child because you are an owlin. Y'all lay eggs.
Oh my god, wait! Yeah.
So it would not be out of place, actually.
Yeah.
Out of everyone, it probably makes sense for you the most to be
Eh.
carrying an egg-shaped thing in a baby sling.
I was kind of like look into this, look over to the city. I'll look to the orb, back to the city. Let's put my hand on the orb for a second. Alright.
Yay!
Yay!
Aww.
Just try not to cause any magic while we're in the city.
Don't cause any
Please.
incidents.
You get an image of your little brother. Perhaps you had a moment similar to this of sneaking out with your little brother, or maybe taking him somewhere that your mom was like, "Don't go," and you were like, "It's fine, I can take him with me." And he's like, "You know, be good," and he goes, "Shh, I will be. You get a memory of that.
And we know you won't.
But he also sends you, find Luca, find Karna, send message. So
We're
essentially,
just walking back with our giant bags of stuff.
We completely pass each other.
yeah.
This
You
is just
can't
becoming
see,
more
you
and
can't
more like
see
a
Luca and
K-drama.
Karina over the amount of stuff they have in their arms.
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
don't
Didn't-
see each other because we can't see where we're going.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put the sling on, put it in a position where it will look like an egg. I'll play into it, so I don't have to hide it or won't look out of place. And I kind of.
It's just a random picture on Google
Yeah.
that I found.
Sorry.
Oh man.
The fact that
Yeah.
it's so.
I'll go ahead. I will like you know
looks like
you know like how you can
someone's
like guide a horse by kind of having the reins like in your hand and just like
Yeah.
walk alongside him. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Lily's giving me
And-
the biggest side eye.
Yeah.
Horse side eye.
Like,
And I'll just
Which
have
is
them
kind of the
walk
only
me, so I
kind
can
of
still take the cart
eye
with me.
horses can give you, but
Can
And-
you
and
roll?
mentally to myself, like as we begin to walk, is just please if we can, please do not let me see anyone I know here.
Oh shh.
with an egg.
With an egg.
Oh,
He's like,
no.
I'm a father now.
They're like, oh my gosh! Like, when will you have?
Do you have an extended family that still lives here?
You don't know.
You'd be like, oh, I'm gonna tell your mom right now.
Oh shit.
It's like, does your mom know? And he's like, well, and you're like, well, and they're always like, I'm calling your
Scandalous.
mother right now.
Oh my god.
I would just say yes because your mom knows you're on a mission right now and that you're carrying some weird
Yeah.
orb.
Can you roll animal handling for me?
Oh, for the horse.
For the horse.
Oh,
Not for the
Yeah.
child, damn
For the
it.
child.
I'm talking about the horse he's
For
leading.
this roll,
Yes.
so I did offer a small prayer. Can I have guidance for this?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Hell yeah.
You can have guidance.
I do.
Did courtship
I'm a
go with
cleric.
you or is courtship giving
You know, some druids
Val
don't take
the
druid crap.
biggest side eye as well right now?
This is wrong.
I'm
not
going
the
to
druid, I
imagine
do druidcraft.
she left him there because she just figured he
Nat
would be
20.
better if he didn't go into the
I mean, Me and all your animals, we get along.
Yeah.
Courtship?
Yes.
Your horse, nat 20? So wait, you said animal handling?
Yeah.
25.
Oh my god. Okay, so she trusts you with her life. She's like bird. She's like, okay, bird, animal. I can trust this guy.
Bird to horse communication.
Yeah, this is fine.
And I've probably dealt with a lot of horses, because I might not have actually driven a cart, but I've probably helped out my mom's area, and I've already brought horses back and forth.
That's fair. So as you walk through, I'm gonna say you guys do notice Thalen.
Oh, it'd be so much funnier if the car's just missing. They have to come with
Well, you probably notice him eventually. You're still off exploring.
Yeah.
But you do make it to the temple. It's actually not too far away. The temple's like huge. And it's in the center of town.
Yeah.
And this town it's not a city. I've been saying city. It's more like
But it's
a
a
town.
town,
You just had to, walk a little bit. And again, you see these giant spires. Not spires, but like section that looks like honeycomb. And you get this warm feeling. One, on the way here, the child did show an interest to you about the wildfire cult. He did seem intrigued by that because
God damn it.
he showed mother. He showed essentially words of
God.
mother? Question mark.
Oh no.
But that's not his like top priority at the moment.
Yeah. Thank God.
And you see this temple, and he's going through a lot. And
We're
then
both going
you
through a
get
lot.
yeah. He sends you a vision in your head, and I need you to roll a Constitution save for me.
Constitution save.
Yeah.
Well, since I am in the general area of the temple,
That's actually fine.
before my hour runs out of invisibility, do I spot them?
I say yeah, sure, you do.
18.
I'm assuming
18.
it's going to be later in,
Yeah.
in this part, but
Yeah. I say yeah, you're fine. You get a pretty strong headache, but you realize you're not. When you open your eyes, you're where you are. But when you close them, your eyes aren't closed. You can't it's not completely like black or anything.
Yeah.
It seems like you are seeing the same place, but at a different time.
So like I'm seeing the present when my eyes are open. When
Yes.
I close it, it's
The past. It seems like you barely got this one. But a child seems to be communicating with you. When you close your eyes, you do see he's next to you. This lit child. This is Soren. Soren is next to you, and he's holding your hand, and he's like, "See."
How tall is he?
Oh, he's itty bitty. He's like maybe, probably about, to your waist-ish. He's small, little guy. But hold on.
This
I'm trying to.
You think he's ugly?
No, you don't know that role as well.
No, I don't.
But you look across the way, and you're not necessarily one for. You might actually roll history for me. Roll history.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
4.
All right. You have no idea who these people are. But you get this vibe they're important because whatever, this town doesn't exist. It's just like a couple tents maybe, and the temple itself is being constructed in this moment. And you feel like you know when this is. You might not know who they are, but you can tell this is like, oh gosh, thousands of years ago, maybe? Because the temple's old as shit. And it's being constructed. And in front of the temple, talking, is this very small gnome, gnomish man very small. And he has, like not comedically, but like a pretty good sized staff as in comparison to him. And he's got this green cloak, and he's dark skinned, has brown eyes, has a little bit of a beard. He doesn't look too old. Maybe looks to be like middle aged, young adult, that kind of like mid range. And you do know he reeks of magic. Like you look at this man and
I thought you were just gonna say he reeks.
you can smell him from over here.
He's so magical, I can smell him.
through time.
You can smell him
It's
from
like-
No.
You smell like a wizard.
Oh my god. Anyways, you see this man from across the way, and
And
he's
reeks.
also no.
You
He's
can tell if someone's archmage material by how they smell.
Oh my god.
You don't just see this man
But-
from across the way. You smell him.
But you see, standing next to him is a pretty tall-looking owlin. He's kind of colored like a barn owl. Like he's brown with brown feathers. Like his little, feathers like this that go up. He has yellow eyes, and he looks to be also in similar druid-ish robes. And he has a little symbol on his, pinned on him. You can't tell what it is from this far away. But they appear to be talking about something, and you listen in a little closer. You open your eyes, you're back where you're present, and you step just a little bit closer, close them again.
Am I able to close only one eye?
Yes, it's freaky as fuck, but yeah.
I'm gonna try to, because I just want to keep moving to not stand out.
Mhm.
Just to get closer to temple, maybe find a place to
I don't want to stand out.
tie down
The horse.
the horse.
Yeah.
'Cause I think walking like this is less obvious than standing still and going.
Yeah,
Horse
you're right.
head, horse in one hand, egg in a sling.
Yeah,
He's
basically-
living in the moment.
What I'm trying to do overall though is
someone's like,
trying to get the motions, tie down the horse.
Yeah.
And then make it look like for a second I'm tending to the horse by brushing it, and that's when I'm closing my eyes and really focusing in at that point. By trying to make things blend to be more natural.
Gotcha. Okay. So, 1 second.
Lily's just kind of like,
Brother?
what are you doing? Horse judgment
Yeah.
out here.
It's like,
1 moment.
There's no judgment for this horse. Remember Nat 20?
We're
We're locked in.
She's locked in. You're locked in. We're gonna figure it out.
Having a great time. Giving your horse the tour.
Okay. If you close your eyes, you can now hear what's happening, and the child is intently looking, because in this memory, it's when the temple is being built. But you can hear that the two people that take the stage in this small play are talking about this, what he assumes is the hex field. And these two people. So the small one, the gnome speaks. Hopefully, we can continue this. It seems to be going pretty well, mateys. Yes, it does. I'm intrigued to know if this idea of yours works, because all these wild magic is causing quite the problem. But don't worry about it, my friend. I think, and he taps with his little scepter cane thing on his head from right up there. It's like, don't worry, we'll figure this out soon enough. And he walks kind of off to the side, with his hand behind. He keeps on walking. He's looking out into the river. We'll figure this out. I believe, based on my calculations, that if we place them at this and that and this and that, we should be able to then cast a spell in the center. And it'll all work out. It'll all work out, Metis. I know it will. He's like, but do we have to... This field... Are you sure it will be contained? I mean, we don't even know... Because it's emanating from that portal thing that opened. And... He's like, my friend. My feathered friend. The portal is unimportant. This will work. This will seal it. And as long as we just keep working on it. But we need the final piece. I mean, someone has to, go into it, and we'll find out. We'll come up with a better way. We have to, because it's not worth it. We don't know. Even if one person goes in there, how do we know if that person is strong enough to hold it forever? And they stand in kind of a pretty heavy silence. And this small nomad, can you roll history for me one more time?
Come on.
I believe in you.
Dad, you need
got
a new pair of
this.
shoes. Actually, no, I don't need shoes. That's a lie. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, what'd you get?
God has given me a new pair of shoes even though I don't need it. That is going to be a dirty 20.
Okay, so you recognize this as these two people. Oh my god, it hit you right as this conversation's happening. The time period, it's all coming together. This is
Oh yeah.
this is
It's all
one.
coming together.
This is Medis. Names is Medies. Medis.
That's close.
He's an Owlin, and he was the first archdruid of Kirvin. And the man standing next to him is Van Lander, the first archdruid.
I was like, what race was Van Lander again?
He's a gnome.
The Van Lander.
The Van Lander, it's him. And they're talking about the hex field. Uh-oh. and,
Caused the hex field?
and you're realizing that you have no idea what he might be talking about, because this isn't your area of expertise. You just know these historical figures because you grew up here.
That's what's hiding in the Druid Temple, the portal.
Oh
And
my god.
he continues, and he turns back to his friend. Oh, I didn't make... Come on, buddy. Oh, okay. He turns around. Van Lander does. He smiles to his friend, and Medis goes, "You're not..." "No, I know what you're thinking. We've already ruled that out, but what if I have to? We're not doing that." And then the vision kind of separates, evaporates into mist clouds, and you blink and blink and blink, and all of a sudden your vision goes like a melting painting, and then all the way to black. And it seems like your connection to this memory is closed. And a child, or Soren, sends the last little bits to you of string of words that end up to, "That's enough, sorry," and then images of you coughing into your hand. "Sorry, and then the connection is cut, and the orb itself gets not completely cold, but a little colder.
Mhm.
I want to know which of the two of them is the child connected to for the memories. Because there is only two people there, and we have yet to see a memory from somebody that the child is not connected to in some way, shape, or form. So which of those two fuckers is a daddy?
Sorry,
Are
Dad.
the father.
Sorry, Dad. Who's your daddy?
No answer.
No. And they just kind of go quiet.
Mm-hmm. But you all find, I assume you all find each other after this. After all, you guys are walking back from the thing.
Is
and
that all caught?
You might eventually see that one
Right.
is walking the city. You do not see Philo in the back. I'm carrying. Well, you first think it's an egg. 'Cause you see Serpent with this rock. It's like, wait, that's the orb. And I was walking through. Lily,
Just
Lily,
walking out
Lily's
playing
having a
daylight.
great time. You've never seen Lily
Lily's
probably.
like, and then she's like,
They're having a good time. I don't know how cooperative you've seen Lily with other people, but they're doing good, really well talent. I'm walking the city.
What
Mind
controlled or something.
What is it
there you
with
go.
what is it with you and my animals? Like, come on,
Oh,
man.
you guys,
Offload
You're gonna
stuff
steal
into the
all
cart.
my. You're gonna steal them from me.
Why are you just walking around in plain daylight?
I just thought I would
Where's Philo?
a stroll.
That, and I'm like looking at you. I'm trying to imply like I can't say that out loud. I was like, look at you. I look at the orb. I look at you.
I cast a message. Where's Philo?
They are out exploring.
Has it been an hour, by the way?
By
I assume she would
herself?
be back by now.
I mean, it's probably been about 40
Yes.
minutes.
Okay.
So 40 to an hour.
Invisible.
Right. Well, I'm gonna put all this stuff in the cart. So,
Go ahead.
I go ahead and put it all in the cart. And
Were you here when she left?
We were earlier.
So is she gonna go back there, invisible, and then go uninvisible? And not know where you are?
Well, so I'm heading back now.
Fine, let's go!
I've not been gone for that long.
And I will head back to the spot we were at before.
I'm like watching out for any sign of invisible people.
And I like make sure to put myself on the side of the horse. Every once in a while, I'll switch sides to make sure on people that's the least visible to people.
Can you roll
Might be
investigation for me since you're actually looking? You're looking around for suspicious people,
I'm looking for signs
of
of
invisible people.
where'd it go? 12?
12. All right.
Because how well is she actually paying attention to make
She's
sure?
stealthing?
No.
I gave
I
her.
mean- I was gonna say you also notice, a handful of also suspicious individuals, like pickpockets and all that stuff. Your eyes do, just for a brief moment, catch the sight of in like a back way. May have been watching you guys just off to the side, but kind of like scurries off to the side. A man with dog-like feet and a tail and like dog kind of ears like this, but it's the silhouette kind of ish, but turns away and walks away.
Well, fuck. Keep an eye out for Philo. I'm gonna go over there.
All right.
I'm running by the way.
Okay.
I can't really keep an eye out. They're not.
You don't have eyes?
No, they're invisible.
And that's where we're gonna call it for tonight.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. So sad, so sad.
So we're gonna start instantly doing another one right now, right? We're ending here, and then we're starting again.
Unless you guys want to have someone come over from an unnamed town. We can't. You know who you are. Hopefully you're still in chat.
Furry?
The furry. Anyway, but
Oh, we're gonna have to figure out the chair situation.
I know.
Oh, no.
So
Sorry.
Where the heck? Where'd I put
Philo's
it?
separated from us and invisible.
Yeah.
Okay, she's almost back though, and Hope's
Here
already
it is.
confirmed that before the hour is up, I will get back to you guys.
Yeah, she'll get back to you guys. It'll take a second.
Luca's like, she's gonna die.
Oh my god. Anyway, but that's all for tonight. Catch you in the next stream. And remember, no matter the outcome, always let the dice roll. Good night, guys. Good night, guys.